flags that won't whip you around in this wind we got today. I wouldn't want to be carrying a big flag today. So we'll get you set up. But if you guys want to start making your way up to the starting hill, flag parade going here in just a couple of minutes.
Flag parade service this afternoon.
Once again, fall beginner league.
Flag parade gets ready to go here just a little bit.
Flag parade.
You guys come up to the starting hill. We'll get you set up down on the first table. And you guys can lead the flag parade today. We'll have some smaller flags for those to help you around in this wind we got today. I don't want to be carrying a big flag today. So we'll get you set up. So if you guys want to start making your way up to the starting hill, we'll get flag parade going here in just a couple of minutes. Once again, follow the winner lead, running the flag for us today in the flag parade. And whatever that's on there.
This just in from the registration department. There is a repost, but it only affected a couple of open motos. So check your open moto.
Hey everybody, the live feed is up and running. East Moline BMX Speedway live at YouTube, or on YouTube. It's attached to Facebook also. We have a new camera, so the views are not the same as what they've been in the past. So bear with me. In the next couple races, we'll get the views figured out. It might be a little busy, but this is what I'm going with today. So anybody at home, or anybody that you want to watch at home, tell them to go to YouTube, East Moline BMX Speedway Live.
All right, once again, BMX Racing League members from this past league. I think it just ended yesterday with the big pizza party blowout. Oh, that answers that question. When I got here this morning, there was soda cans and pizza boxes strewn all over the place. It looked like a frat party happened last night. That's why. You guys must have been partying yesterday. Anyhow, BMX Racing League, if you're here today, head on up to the starting hill. I think I see more of those Bumblebee jerseys in the pits than I see on the hill, but head up there right now. We'll get you guys set up for Flag Parade. You will lead the Flag Parade today. All right, as you can see, we have our BMX Racing League graduating class out there on the table. Oh, we got one more coming out. We'll get him out there. One more. Racers, if you could, let the BMX League Raider come through so he can go out and join the other league riders out there on that table. They're going to carry the flag for the flag parade for us today. I don't know. Oh, Paul, you going to take a picture? All right, cool. Paul will get your picture, and you will be going down in BMX history here at East Moline BMX Speedway. In case you don't know, We run 2 of those leagues outdoors every year, and I believe we'll have some more happening at the indoor tracks coming up in the next few months. That is a great way to get your feet wet in BMX. You're out there with all the other beginners instead of getting thrown into a class with some racers that have been doing it for a long time. It gets a little intimidating. So this does nothing but help grow BMX in the Quad Cities and keep BMX going in the Quad Cities. I was lucky enough to help out with one. I came out for a practice night, and it was league night, so I got to help out with that. And was very honored to help with that. So we're going to let those guys carry the flag for us today. So we'll set them loose here. Very big thank you to Coach Paul running the BMX League with a little help from his friends. So we'll send them off here in just a second. So I ask that you would stand if you're able and remove your hats and helmets for today's national anthem. Thank you, racers. As you exit the track, you might swing by the moto board. We had yet another repost. So stop by the moto board. I have no idea what motos that affected.
All right. Thanks to our league riders for rocking that flag parade. We had a great, well, it was actually less than 2 weeks. Foster Talbot carrying the flag, Oakley Gates out there. Mad Max Powell, Easy E, Eli Detmer, Tucker Smith, Griffin Castle, Brooklyn Little Rock Rock, check the moto boards one more time. Make sure everything looks good. Check the moto sheets. James Cartwright, I would love to run into you. I am totally close to 450-50. Plus, it's your birthday, James. It's perfect. You'll be the 50-50 girl for the rest of the day. I'll see you soon. Yes. Live motos are not updating. So you have to go to the moto board. Just a small glitch in the matrix. Hey guys, I'm going to take some heat off of registration right now. Watch this. Our Halloween awards. Get ready. Let me hear the moans and groans. Yeah, they delivered yesterday at 11:57 at the bike shop. But we were here running league, so they're going to get delivered on the next business day. So I just took totally took the heat off of registration right there. So we'll give you all those awards next week. We're going to do trophies today, but we're going to give you the Halloween award next week when we see you. So we'll keep a list of everybody. And yes, they are in town, sitting in a FedEx warehouse right now. Interesting side note to our awards. We got 3 batches of them. And the way they get cut at the place that makes them, they were working on a bunch of awards. So technically, a couple of our batches are from Rad Canyon, Utah. And that was a total mistake, but we would have had enough because we had 2 other batches. And Utah received some of our awards, is what I've heard. So that is a little behind the scenes, the life and times of the trophy accumulator and some of the different things that happened to that trophy person. But I can take it. So come and talk to me if you want to discuss it. So we're going to do trophies today. We're keeping track of all riders that race today. If you race all 4 races in October, you will receive extra cool prizes at our Halloween race. That is guaranteed. That's just for showing.
I didn't know that. I need to sign up for today. There's going to be another repost. Sarah, I need to sign up for today's race.
Just kidding.
She's shaking her head no.
So balance bike's looking to load up?
No.
Okay. All right. Balance bikes, I'm going to turn it over to Shane. I think that's everything. This week, practice Tuesday, Thursday, 5 to 7 still. Perfect weather coming up. And next Sunday, we race again. So we'll see you at that. If we throw one more crazy night race, we'll let you know with very little lead time. You know how that goes. We haven't done that yet. Here's Shane.
Racing tonight. Do it. So, yes. So there's a reason to stay on East Moline BMX Speedway Facebook site. Racing tonight. Do it. All right. Are we breaking these down into motos? Because for Moto 1, I got Hacker and Powell. Or did you guys throw them all into one? Are we doing just... Are we doing two motos? Anyone? Bueller? Give me a thumbs up on the 2 motos. It looks like they're lining up for 2 motos. I'm going to call Hacker and Powell. In 3, 2, 1, go. I'm going to guess that's Hacker out front. The Wild Child Maverick Hacker. And Lily Powell hanging on to the 2. That is Moto 1. Hacker standing up just before the finish line. You know, some of our racers could learn a thing or two from him because a lot of our racers like to sit down before the finish line. And what a great place to make a pass right before the finish line. Moto 2 is 3-year-old balance bikes. Duncan Brown, Shope. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Duncan Brown and Shopa, not necessarily in that order. It's usually easy to pick out Bentley Shopa. He's the one that turns right off the side of the track and heads for the snack shack. And that is balance bikes. Moto 2, Moto 3, 7-8 Open, Abbott's Hansen. McKay Reeves and the Flying Squirrel, Sophie McBroom. Okay, goes down on Moto 3. It's like Reeves on the inside. That's Danger Deacon Reeves. Power Effect Speedco ride. Whole mess of BMX behind him. I think that's Abbott's in the 3. The 4 ride, that's Hansen. Beckham Hansen out of Appleton, Wisconsin, doing it for the Sprocket Kings.
All right, here's a little trivia for you today. In the 7 expert class later on, we have got 3 riders in the top 10 in the nation, NAG riders. One of them riding out in front, Deacon Reeves, our number 2 rider, and also Dex, the boss, Ike. Beckham Hansen is one of those NAG riders. So 3 national age group top 10 riders will be racing 7 expert today.
national caliber racing here on a Sunday at East Moline BMX Speedway. All right, Moto 4 topside ride going to be, that is Helke out there, the Stinger, Dax Helke. He's not afraid of the wind. I was watching practice, watching him jump in the wind. He is not scared. Going to be the Purple Python in there on the 2, AA on the 3, and then a bunch behind him. This is... All right, 50-50 is close to 400. I'm going to need to get in on that 50-50 before things get too crazy. All right, back to racing action. Moto 5, Reeves topside ride. Looks like Beef Johnson on his street bike. Hanging on the 2 spot, going to be Abbott's. On the 3, Jones and McKay. Rounding that out. Our open classes are huge today. On to cruiser classes, Hurst, Eddie Johnson, Natasha B., and Sophie McBroom. She got the hot legs. She just did an open class. Looks like a whole shot going to the Jaybird. Green Tree Standard Bike Ride. She got Team Iowa riding Natasha B. in there on the 2, Hurst the Bulldozer, and then the aforementioned Sophie McBroom. Jaybird now getting some heat out of Natasha B. Natasha B might just be letting the Jaybird bust the wind for her. I was getting some practice gates earlier. That wind is not fooling around today. 11 cruiser. Speaking of national caliber races. Hoss Cartwright, the Chef Landon Cook, Speed Bump. Crank Cruncher, Justin Scrowther. Beef Johnson, he's going to make his way around. He just did a moto. Lightning McGee and Vinny Meatballs. Gate goes down like 6 wide at the stripe. Out of the center, it looks like one of those gate 8 riders. That could be, is that, the 13 ride. That's Hoss Cartwright. Cartwright, Scrowther pulls up next to him, shuts the door. Cartwright runs out of track. Scrowther squeezed him off. Vinny Meatballs gets in front of Beef Johnson for the 3 ride. This is 11 cruiser. That was Moto 7. Moto 8, 15 cruiser. McMillan, Shelton Swan. This is like 12 to 15 cruiser. McMillan on the inside of Swan. Swan going to try to rail it. Oh, McMillan stole his line. Now they're freight training out of there, single file. Letting Shelton up into the mix. Swan's worried about the 1 ride. He's going to have to worry about the 3 ride. Shelton's starting to reel in Swan. Swan's starting to reel in McMillan. Oh, man, drag race down that last straightaway. McMillan got to know that Swan's right there. McMillan looks like he's going to steal a win from Swan at his home track. 31-35 cruiser, O'Malley, Remley, Chopa, and Kime. Kime out and gone. Remley in there just came from the job site. And the Metal Man in there on the 3, going to be Chopa on the 4. Chopa hasn't seen his bike in weeks. It's been locked up in the tower since that rain out a couple weeks ago. Oh, Chopa, you might not even recognize that bike. It's been so long. Anyhow, Kime on the top side of this, so I'm going to take that one in for Kime Time Racing and your mama ride of A.A. Ron Remley. .54 and over cruiser. Whole shot on the inside, Team Iowa style. It's going to be John O'Brien. O'Brien got Binky and Burke in there behind him. O'Brien coming out of Cedar Rapids. Binky all the way from Ottumwa, Iowa. I was down by Ottumwa for work the other day, Dennison. I dropped your name, and I got kicked out of the McDonald's. O'Brien going to take that in. Binky giving up some ground now to Burke. Burke reeling him in. Don't sit down. Uh-oh. 5 and under novice. Smith, Castle, DeBreeze, Brown, Duncan, Allen, Frazier. 7 wide. I can tell you right now, I'm going to screw up this moto. I'm going to try to read some number plates here and now. So Maverick's running a 3? Okay. Five and under novice, 7 wide at the stripe. Oh, we got fly ride, the 25 ride, wiggling all over the place out there. We got somebody going way up high. That's the 3 ride. That's Brown. Smith out there on the 2, fresh off a league. Paper plate ride behind him in the fly colors. I see the 300. That's Deegan Duncan in there. Duncan hanging on to the 4 spot. Smith, Castle, DeBreeze in there. Right now, though, Maverick Brown starting to check out of this one in front of Tucker Smith. Maverick going to haul this one in for the win. That is a parade lap of 5 and under novice heading to that finish line. Smith hanging on to the 2, doing that all while sitting down. 6-year-old novice, Stifle, Powell, Gates. More league action on the 1 spot this time. Moto number is 12. Well, I don't know. Those guys are out there trash talking to each other. 15 ride, that's Gates. And then the 116 of Truett Stifle going to put Powell in there on the 3. Oakley Gates doing it out of Kelowna. Hanging on to the 1. Gates, Stifle, Powell, 1, 2, and 3 out of Moto 12, 6-year-old novice. Oh, boy. We got some action going down that last straightaway. Looks like Gates going to hang on to the win. Moto 13, more novice action. Rock, Frazier, and Desk Camps. Whole shot, I think that's Frazier. Frazier, Desk Camps on the 2. We're going to put Rock on the 3. Frazier on the 1. Desk Camps and Rock. Rock with a great number, 888. That is a career number to follow you forever. That's a great number. I don't know why. I just dig it. Frazier still hanging on to the 1 in front of Desk Camps. That's Lightning Lydia Desk Camps hanging on to the 2 spot. She's like 4th generation Desk Camps racer. 8-year-old novice getting locked and loaded in. Good man, Robbins, McGinnis, the O-Show, and Detmer. Five wide of the stripe. Now the 6. The 6 and the 5. And then it might be O-Show taking over the 1 spot coming out of turn number 1. The O-Show. The 6 ride is the dark Carter McGinnis. And Robbins, Emerson Robbins hanging on to the 3. Or the 4, forgive me. Good man on the 5. Still going to be the O-Show and McGinnis. Oh, they're bumping elbows, trading paint down that last straight. O-Show, can he hang on? Here comes the dart. O-Show and the dart. O-Show going to take the win, round 1. 9 novice, Frazier, Garrett, and Foster. 354, Carson Frazier on the 1. Garrett on the 2, paper plate ride of Talbot Foster. hanging on to the 3. It's going to be Frazier. Taking that in. That is Moto 15, 9-year-old novice is your class. Looking down, Veronica McKay, the 350 ride, she was wound up for that gate. I've never seen anybody lean back that far and slingshot out like that. Zimmerman on the 2, going to put Van Zuden on the 1. Wesley Van Zuden top side of this one. Brindley and Veronica on your 2 and your 3. 11-year-old novice moto number is 16. It's like Van Zuden working that into that last turn. Zimmerman and McKay going to round that one out. Moto 17 is 17 over novice. Knutson Brown, Journey Mozzarella, the Bulldozer, and Garrett. Topside ride, 107. That's Knutson. And there goes Journey. Oh, Journey just got snaked by the Bulldozer. She dropped the blade, pushed him up high into turn 2. Now he's trying to find a way around her. Can she do it again? Nope. Journey taking off into the 2 spot now. Now he's got his sights set on Knutson. Down that last straightaway, Knutson and Journey. Oh, boy. I usually don't call him, but Journey got him at the line. 7 intermediate, Nemitz, Edwards, Robbins, Ince, McKay, and Zimmerman. Whew. PJ topside. 78 ride, Robbins on the 2. Robbins coming down out of Cedar Rapids. They raced yesterday. McKay just snaked somebody to get his way into the 3 spot. Topside ride still going to be PJ on the 1. PJ, Robbins, 1 and 2. Here comes McKay now, searching for the 2 spot. What's McKay? Oh, McKay gets a little crookedy coming off that jump and has to let him go. So they're going to be PJ. Oh, man. Robbins poured on Cole at the end of that race, but didn't have enough to make it happen. Jones, Abbots, Hacker, and McBroom. Hey, did we miss one out of that moto? Moto 19 is supposed to have 4 riders. I only see 3. Sophie opted out. Oh, okay. I did not know. My mistake. Sorry. Oh, man, we got a race going on. Sorry about that Moto 19. I got a little confused. Oh, boy. Shutting the door is the Demon. The Demon just shut the door big time. That was awesome. She's going to take that in for the win in front of the boys. Cook, Jones, and McGee in there. All right. Moto 21, 12-year-old intermediate, Gross, the G-Force, and Gear. Gear way out of 8. He's pulling it down that first straightaway. Trying to catch up to the G-Force. Gage Jones hanging on to the 1. Gate 8 Sexton Ford rider topside on this one right now. Here comes Gear. Gear trying to catch up to him. Gear and then Peyton Gross hanging on to the 3 spot. Moto numbers 21, 12 intermediate. Looks like Jones got a handle on this one. In and out of turn number 3. Mohawk flying down that last straightaway. Going to take the win in round 1. Moto 21. Moto 22 on the gate. Older intermediates going to be Bedford, O'Brien, and Gear. Bedford on the inside of elbow of Tracy O'Brien. O'Brien trying to go wide. Bedford gets down in the quicksand. That is the low part of turn number 1. There's nowhere to go when you get stuck down there. O'Brien on the 1, Buff on the 2, Gear on the 3. Gear riding a bike, probably older than you are. Gear out there on a Torker. Torker's making a comeback, but Gear's got one of the originals. O'Brien, Team Iowa rider, going to take that in for the win. Bedford on your 2. 14 Girls X, Whitmarsh, Johnson, Handley. Hannah the Hurricane up high in that first turn. Jaybird trying to get in there. She gets a little off time coming off that second jump there. Cora, the Explorer, hanging on to the 3 spot right now. The Hurricane, the Jaybird, and the Explorer, 1, 2, and 3, just like that in Girls X. 7X, Ike, Reeves, Hansen. Reeves on the top side of this one. The Boss Decks, Ike in there. On the 2, Beckham, Hansen. Once again doing it out of Appleton, Wisconsin for the Sprocket Kings. Danger Deacon Reeves. Power Effect Speedco ride, topside ride. All 3 of those guys nationally ranked in that 7X class. 9X, Kaczynski Bump, Ash Abbots, and McKay. Moto number is 25. Looking for Helke up on the hill. 21 ride, Abbots. Abbott's on the 1, Team Iowa ride. I think that's Speed Bump in there on the 2. We're going to put Fireball on the 3. McKay and Chandler Ash on your 4 and your 5. Oh, man. Kaczynski trying to make a race out of it. Abbott's taking off now. Looks like Abbott's going to take the win. Bump and Kaczynski. 11X, Cartwright, Jones, Reeves, Peterson, Scrowther. Reeves, good to see him back on the bike. Cash Peterson going down in practice earlier. Good to see him back up. Scrowther, Cartwright, and Beef Johnson. Rounding that out, 11X is your class. Here comes Peterson now working Reeves to the finish line. Looks like Reeves is going to take it in. 12X, Swan, Ashby, Helke. Swan on the top side of this one. Ashby trying to get in the mix. Helke. Crip plate ride. Chasing down those 2 Swan riders out in front. Looks like Swan going to hang on to the 1. Ashby on your 2. Moto 28 into the first turn. Class is going to be 13X. Shekels, Honer, Shelton. Honer sitting in on the 2 spot, going to put Shelton on the 1, and the Big Show, Bentley Shekels, on the 3. Still going to be Shelton, Honer, Shekels. Hey, if you're having a bad day, stop by Shekels Pits. There's the cutest puppy you've ever seen hanging out over there. And they're going to have more of them here next week. They got a whole litter of them. 22 ride on the top side. That's McMillan. McMillan showing Brendan Hanley the way around his home track. And then Natasha B. and Goro rounding it out right now, though. McMillan tearing it up. He drove a long way to not lose or to not win a race today. Going to take that in for the win. 17 and over X. Schneider, Elder, Kime, Roberts, Bailey, Hansen. Heavy hitters. Oh, we lose one on the first straight. Coming out of the first turn. Going to be Roberts, Lucas Roberts on the 1, Kime on the 2, Elder on the 3, Bailey, Schneider. Check on our down rider. Roberts going to handle that one all the way to the end. Oh, we got a pass for 2 just before the line. Kime gave it up. Yeah, send a little love down first straight. That's Hansen going down. Oh, boy, you don't want Swan working on your bike. Be okay as long as he doesn't have a hammer. Swan on the pit crew today. All right, we're winding down round 1. Balance bikes, you are on deck. 41-45 X class, O'Malley, Mayers, and O'Malley. O'Malley on the 1, O'Malley on the 2, Uncle Rico on the 3. Going to be the metal man on the 1. Coach Jill hanging on to the 2. Now, Coach Jill's got a 1 on her back, but Joel's got 2 number 1s. Does that make him faster? If you ask Paul DePau, it does. Metal Man going to take that in for the win if he can hold off Jill for about 10 more feet. And Uncle Rico. 51 and over X, Burke Culver, Captain Chaos, and Dennison. Captain Chaos on the one, Dennison, Burke Culver, rounding it out like that. Balance bikes, you can start making your way out to the last straightaway. Still going to be Captain Chaos. Binky, Burke, and Culver. And one more time, Captain Chaos, Binky, Burke, and Culver. Just like that, we'll get our balance bikes lined up. 50-50, I hope, is out there somewhere. I'm going to have to get 50-50 in the tower here eventually. Or I'll have to go find him. Because it's probably over 400 by now, and I'm not going to miss out on a drawing for a $400 split. Up here in the tower, I was checking out the computer that has all the shots that go out on the live feed. I really like that that new view. It's like up the starting hill. It's really cool to watch. So racers, if you get a chance, jump on the YouTubes and watch yourself back. You can check out your gate start and see how crooked you really do come out of the gate. You feel like you're coming out straight. I think for round 2, I'm going to sit down at the computer and try to call races from the live feed. That would be great. All right, getting balance bikes ready to go. Hey, is that Lily already ready to go? Is that Lily there? No? Is that Hacker? No? Oh, that's somebody from the second round. Okay. We're looking for Hacker and Powell for the Moto 1. I won't make a juice box and goldfish cracker joke like I usually do. Let's see, Shopa made it out there. Looking for the rest of our balance bikes. All right, looks like 50-50 is headed towards the moto board-ish. Yeah, got to be over 400. James, give me a thumbs up for over 400. Yeah, there it is. Over 400 before the split. Here comes the rest of our balance bikes. All right, do we have our first moto up there yet? Go for Hacker and Powell in that first moto. Is this thing on? That's Emerson in the black, or is that Duncan? That's Duncan in the black shirt, isn't it?
No.
No? Is that Shopa? All right, last call for balance bikes. Sarah, do we have Moto 1? All right, no one would tell us. Don't be mad at me. I'm not your boyfriend. You can't treat me like that. Him, you can yell at. All right, Hacker and Powell, if you're ready to go, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, go. These poor kids are standing up there going, why won't they let us go? Why? I think that's Maverick Hacker, the wild child. He is fast. He's running, and he stands up. Now, all you other BMXers, do you see how he didn't sit down at the finish line? Yes. That kid's been racing BMX for 20 minutes, and he knows how to do that. All right. We got Mom running up. She gave up. Now she's carrying him. Oh, goodness sakes. Don't work that hard for us. Well, Duncan Brown and Chopa. All right, thumbs up from that late load. Duncan Brown, Chopa, in 3, 2, 1, go. I still don't know who's who. I hope they're having a blast out there. We got a little bunch up going on there on one of those jumps. Duncan Brown, Chopa, not necessarily in that order. And that is Moto 2. Moto 3, big ones, 7-8 open. Abbott's, Hansen, McKay, Reeves, and McBroom. Wow, somebody gave Hansen a whole lot of clean air on the outside. He had a good jump on Reeves, and Reeves saw him coming, so he started laying him down. Reeves, Hansen. 3-ride looking over the shoulder. That's Abbott's. Abbott's making sure he's holding off McBroom. So McBroom into the 4 spot in front of Master Jack McKay. Reeves and Hansen taking the 1 and the 2. All right, we got some clowning going on here in Moto 4. Double A on the top side of this one. McKay, the 3-ride. And Captain Elbows out there. If your kid's missing their balance bike, I think I found it. Double A going to take that in. All right, that might have been a coast race. We got people dropping like flies out of their open class. I got 3 out of 5 racers out here right now. Oh! You don't have to be so mean about it. I haven't been doing this very long. Actually, I don't think you're going to do it much longer. All right, transfers going on. I didn't notice that in 4 and 5, 11, 12 open. I'm so confused. I don't know. These guys are trying to decide who's going to lose this race. I don't know. One of these guys doesn't want to transfer. Eventually, you're going to have to go. Because here comes the girls' cruiser class. Jaybird out good in front of hers, and then Natasha B settles into the 2 spot. Oh, she takes Jaybird way up into the turnbuckle. Have to check Jaybird's right elbow. It might have some red paint from that wall on it. And Hurst hanging on to the 3 spot. McBroom and the Bulldozer on your 4 and your 5. But right now racing for first place, Jaybird and Natasha B. Now Hurst, she sticks her front wheel into the mix. We got a drag race down that finish line. Natasha B going to hang on to the 1. 11 cruisers. Yeah, Cartwright with the late load. John Forstall. He must have been over in his pits getting another piece of his dad's birthday cake. 11-year-old cruisers. Moto number is 7. Like I said earlier, this is a fast class right here. Cartwright, Cook, Bump, Scrowther, Johnson, McGee, and Vinny Meatballs. Wow, I've never seen a volunteer fight at a BMX race, but the day is short. Looks like Scrowther with a whole shot. Cartwright in there looking good on his cruiser today. Hanging on the 2 spot. Here comes Beef Johnson and Vinny Meatballs. Bump and the 38 ride. That's Lightning McGee. Scrowther starting to check out a little bit of this one. Cartwright looking good in the 2 spot. Beef getting some heat out of your Team Iowa ride of Vinny Meatballs. He got a big eye full of that Green Tree Brewing jersey out in front of him, starting to reel him in. Now letting him go. Looks like Beef going to hang on to the 3. 15 cruiser, McMillan, Shelton, Swan. McMillan hanging on to the 1. Swan trying to get to the inside of him. McMillan making it look easy right now. Swan and Shelton sitting in on your 2 and your 3 out of Moto 8, 15-year-old cruiser class. Looks like that's how that one is going to finish out. O'Malley, Remley, Shopa, Kime. Kime on the 1. Doing it for Kime Time Racing. Shopa gets the door shut in front of him by A.A. Ron Remley. Remley hanging on to the 2. Metalman back where it's safe out there in the 4 spot right now, doing it for Liberty. And Kime out and gone. And the Metalman makes the move on Shopa up into the 3 spot. Shopa now trying to get him back just before the finish line, and he sat down. Moto 10 in and out of turn number 1. Going to be Dennison Burke O'Brien. Team Iowa rider John O'Brien on the 1. Dennison and Burke on your 2 and your 3. This is 51 and over cruiser, 54 and over cruiser, I guess. O'Brien going to take that one in for the win. 5 and under novice class. Smith, Castle, DeBreeze, Brown, Duncan, Allen, Frazier. Gate goes down. The sit-down hole shot going to be Tucker Smith. Imagine how fast Tucker would be if we could get him to stand up. Smith in and out of turn number 1. Boy, did that turn into a parade really quick. So we got a pass happening for the 2 spot. Racing for 2 and 3. Smith starting to check out of this one. Maverick Brown sitting on the 4 spot right now. They're still coming. There's 7 of them out there. Smith leading the parade. Oh, man, he got way squirrely. But he managed to hang on. Looks like he's going to take the win. Racing for 3rd and 4 right now. The 4th race raider. Maverick Brown makes a pass for the 3. As Moto 12 hits the track, going to be Stifle Powell Gates. 6-year-old novice is your class. 12 is your Moto number. Meat Muggin coming out of turn number 1, the paper plate ride. That's Oakley Gates. Gates on the 1. Gates, Stifle, Powell, 1, 2, and 3. More of our BMX League racers out there. Gates, Stifle, Powell, 1, 2, 3, just like that. Racing for first now. Oh, we lose one. Gates hangs on to the 1. Truett Stifle getting back on his bike. Comes Maddox. Stu out there trying. That kid he just lawn darted right in between those two guys. Stu's yeah, Stu just got his purse stolen out there. He was trying to set the f-stop on that bike. How'd that bike just ghost ride? I don't know what's going on in this moto. We still got troubles down that last straight. Unfortunately, he's about to get lapped by Moto 13 coming through. I think that's Peyton Frazier on the one. Descamps and Rock rounding it out. We'll get that racer back up. I don't know. You got to take your bike with you across the line to get your points. I think he's done with that bike. Stu, what'd you do to that kid's bike? He might. There's the real brains behind the operation. Sarah, she keeps it rolling out here. She does whatever it takes. Send some love down that last straight. Somebody right now, he's having a heck of a race. He's running it in. I don't know if his bike threw a shoe or what. 8 novice, Goodman, Robbins, McGinnis, Cunningham, Detmer. We got 2 and 3 wide. Oh, somebody going way up high. It's going to be the 5 ride. That's Cunningham, the O show. The dark Carter McGinnis. These two were slicing and dicing last time. Goodman and Robbins on your 3 and 4. We're going to put Detmer on your 5. The O show still out in front of Moto 14. The dark Carter McGinnis reeling him in. Oh boy, keep an eye on first place. The Dart and the O show. See, now that one I won't call. That one was just way too close. 354 ride, topside ride. That's going to be Carson Frazier. Frazier, Garrett, and Foster. Foster doing it out of that BMX league. Frazier on the one. Somebody's bike threw a chain out there. Suddenly it's a balance bike. Carson Frazier taking that in for the win out of Moto 15, round 2, Moto 16. Locked and loaded. Van Zuden, Zimmerman, and McKay. Well, that last turn's been eating riders this round. I don't know what's going on out there. Is the turkey back in the nest up there, Stu? Is the turkey like throwing eggs at the racers? All right, back to racing action. Van Zuden, Zimmerman, McKay. Oh, McKay making a nice move coming out of turn number 1. Trying to get in the 2 spot. Behind Van Zuden. Van Zuden on the 1. There goes Zimmerman. Settles into the 2 spot. Veronica McKay on your 3. Moto 16 is your moto number. Heading out of turn number 3. Still going to be Van Zuden on the 1. 17 and over novice. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Looks like Garrett on the top side of this one. Garrett. Journey in there on the 2 could be Knutson, Eddie, and Brown rounding it out. Moto number 18, Nemitz, Edwards, Robbins, Ince, and McKay. One ride going to be PJ. PJ on the 1. DK bike behind him. I missed that plate number. McKay making a move into the 3 spot, trying to get around the, I think that's Beckett Ince. Down last straight, though, still going to be PJ on the 1. Nice lead, taking it in. McKay shuffles back into the 4 again. Moto 19 in turn number 1. Jones, Abbott's Hacker. 1 ride topside. That's the Outlaw Fisher Jones. Jones on the 1. Abbott's on the 2. Going to put the Mad Dog Maddox Hacker on the 3. The Outlaw starting to check out of this one. Gate 8 Sexton Ford ride. Got about a half a straight lead on the rest of the race. Going to take that one in for the win out of round 2. 11-year-old intermediate moto number is 20. Cook, Jones, Hurst, McGee. Whoo, Ryland Hurst goes way up high in turn number 1 and then drops down on the exit, shutting the door big time on the chef, Landon Cook. Lightning McGee hanging on to the 3. Dr. Jones on the 4. Hurst, though, now checking out of there. I'm not even going to tell you guys you just got beat by a girl. Oh, Gear, nice hole shot on the inside, trying to keep an inside elbow on the G-Force. Gear now, what's he got in turn 1? Rides the middle. G-Force looking for a way to pass. Goes a little low in turn 1. And I'm telling you, that's like riding in quicksand down there. It just slows you way down. Gross hanging on to the 3 spot. Still going to be Gear on the 1, though. He is trying to hold off Gage Jones, the G-Force. Gate 8 Sexton Ford ride. Gear now, what's he got down that last straightaway? Gear and the G-Force. I think G-Force took the win last time, so that's going to screw up points come main event time. Gear going to hang on to the 1. Moto number is 22. It's like Bedford on the 1 out in front of O'Brien. Team Iowa ride. Tracy O'Brien. Buff Bedford doing it for gate 8. And, Mark Gear. I don't know if is that bike an antique yet? I know Bedford's an antique. Oh, hey. O'Brien makes the move on Bedford right in front. I think Bedford ran out of gas. He was searching for the nitrous button and couldn't find it. Topside ride out of Moto 23. Going to be Hanley on the 1. Jaybird on the 2. Whitmarsh. I'm not sure what happened. Hannah, you okay? Car the Explorer on the 1. Jaybird, Whitmarsh. On your 2 and 3. Looks like that one's going to go that way. Ike Reeves Hansen. Danger Deacon Reeves on the top side of this one. Ike trying to reel him in. Hansen keeping him in his sights. So going to be Reeves on the 1. 7X is your class. Moto number 24. Ike Hansen on your 2 and 3 behind Reeves. 9X, a big one coming at you. Kaczynski, Bump, Ash, Abbott's, and McKay. Looks like Abbott's with a whole shot doing it for Team Iowa. Speed Bump in there, trying to hold off Kaczynski. Kaczynski gives him no room. Bump's got a little extra speed coming out of there, though. Kaczynski was on the inside, and Bump went past him. Now Ash trying to work Kaczynski into turn 2. Okay. Abbott's still on the top side of this one. Yeah, Abbott's, Bump, Kaczynski, Ash, and McKay just like that. Johnson, Reeves, Peterson, Scrowther. Motor number is 26. Looks like Reeves gets the jump on Peterson. Cash Money Peterson, Scrowther hanging on to the 3 spot. Beef Johnson on your 4. Reeves, Power Effects Speedco ride out in front of the Team Iowa ride of Peterson. Standard ride Scrowther and Green Tree Brewing of Beef Johnson. Swan Ashby Helke. Swan on the top side, double A, trying to collect his back tire coming out of turn 1. Helke hanging on to the 3 spot. Oh, man, that was sweet, guys. You're going to want to watch that back on the old live feed later. Still going to be Swan, Double A, and Helke. 1, 2, and 3, just like that. $13X, Honer, Shelton on the 1. Big Show sitting in the 2 spot right now, doing it for the 309. Honer, the Purple Python, hanging on to the 3 spot. Liza Shelton, though, starting to take off. Can the Big Show hold off Honer down that last straight? Looks like he's going to get it done on the 2. Goro, Hanley, McMillan, and Natasha B. Owen McMillan making it look easy one more time out here at East Moline BMX Speedway. Hanley now might have got his number. Keep an eye on turn 2. Hanley trying to carry the speed out. McMillan having none of that. Natasha B. And Goro on your 3 and your 4, though. Still going to be Owen McMillan taking the 1 out of Moto 29. Moto 30 coming at you. Schneider, Elder, Kime, Roberts, Bailey, Hansen. It's like Lucas Roberts on the 1. Caden Bailey on the 2. Kime on your 3. Roberts got a handle on this one going down that last straightaway. Oh, he did have a handle on it. Sorry, Lucas. Bailey going to take the 2. Winding down around number 2, moto number 31, O'Malley, Uncle Rico, and the other O'Malley. Metal Man topside, Coach Jill on the 2, Uncle Rico hanging on to the 3 spot. Uh-oh, here comes Coach Jill working the Metal Man. Joel O'Malley jumping out of a perfectly good airplane yesterday. Just for fun. I think that was that a birthday present? Anniversary present? I'm not sure. They were celebrating something. What better way to celebrate something than jumping out of an airplane that is not going to crash? As far as you know. Captain Chaos on the 1, Binky Dennison. Nice manual out of Binky heading into turn number 2. Hey, Burke and Culliver on your 3 and your 4. Still going to be Captain Chaos on the 1. Dennison now giving up a little ground to Burke. Culver hanging on to the 4 spot still. Scotty Culver going to come over and play some foot down for us probably. And we are on a little bit of a break for some foot down. Stop over the Snack Shack. Line looks a little bit long. I have no idea if there's any walking tacos left. But walking tacos were the flavor of the day. So we'll play some foot down. We'll be back for main events in just a little bit.
Check. All right. Got a pair of red fly gloves turned in. Found a pair of gray and black fly gloves. And I think Hannah Whitmarsh and Z-Man, your goggles, I think, are down at the bottom. But I want to let you know that 50-50 is at $600. 600. That's pretty big. 50-50 at $600. You got to find James Cartwright. And if you're buying tickets from him, wish him a happy birthday. Check. $600 in that 50-50. See James Cartwright. Today is the first race of our October series. Now you will get, today you'll get your regular trophies. Remember, Monday I'll have the awards that were supposed to be here yesterday. It's on me. I'm taking the blame. But we're going to make sure everybody gets their award next week when you show up, probably at registration. As long as you're on the list. Vendor tents next week. So people are going to have tents set up with their businesses and things like that and the things that they do. And if you have one, you should set up next Sunday. And it's a free vendor tent setup. And there's going to be a bit of a car show. So if you got a cool car, you should bring it. And we're going to try to rope that area off, obviously, to keep those handlebar ends away from your nice paint jobs. So, yeah, that should be fun next Sunday. But if you hit all the Sunday races, you are eligible for those super cool prizes. Check. Heads up, all BMX Racing League riders from yesterday. You guys got one more race to go today, so don't leave on us. You guys are up one more time. That's all right. Guys, let's clear the track. Clear the track out. We know that you love this, but we got to clear the track. Oh, just for your own knowledge, we have changed colors again in 50-50, and it's not because we're necessarily trying to. It's because James Cartwright is a selling machine, and we're over $600 right now. We started out with orange, went to purple, ran those out. He's got a gigantic yellow roll now. He's not going to run out of those, but color change has happened. And if you want to get in on that, if you're one of those people that has to have all the colors now, here's your chance. You see him?
He's probably over there.
Is there any good way to do this?
No, just Stuart Hanley. We need him.
Stuart Hanley, are you available? Stuart Hanley? Everybody else clear out. Balance spikes, you guys can start working your way into position. Balance spikes. $1 hot dogs. Are you crazy? I'm not announcing that. They'll get flooded over there. $1 hot dogs. Stuart Hanley, are you available? Could you meet us out here? I see him. Yes. He has emerged from the back forest. So don't forget, next week when you sign up, we're gonna be checking a list. We'll give you your actual Halloween award for today, but we're doing trophies today also. Yeah. Yeah, Jeff and Amy Swan just had an anniversary, 16 years. Can you believe that? 16 years of AI. Jeff AI.
She's not here to speak for herself, of course.
Stuart, meet me up on the tabletop real quick. You didn't realize how much trouble you were in. Stu, we know that you lost your hat at an earlier time this year, so we are going to present you with a new East Moline cap.
Nice, thank you.
And here, let's get a picture. Stu puts a lot of time in on the mower seat out here, and he needs to keep that head from getting sunburned. Apparently, he lost his hat. Where was it?
Somewhere in Cedar Rapids. I think Dan Ryan stole it.
Dan Ryan might have stole it. He thinks he lost it in Cedar Rapids, but we're making good with that new hat. Appreciate your seat time. And guys, if you're wanting to check out pictures, but just not from today, all right, because he forgot some stuff. But SLH Pics, and he always posts those on East Moline BMX Facebook, or you can go find him. He has taken over 80,000 pictures of East Moline BMX racers in the past, God knows how many years. Probably now it's 5, I bet. Something like that. So thanks, Stu, for everything. Appreciate that. You bet, man. Got your new hat. Balance bikes should be just about getting ready. I don't know if we have any move-ups today or not. But we got main events coming up. I think they're ready. All
Paul?
balance bikes to the last turn.
Hey, Paul.
Yeah.
Would you believe I found a song about a guy that lost a hat?
Well,
It's
he's out on the first straightaway right now.
this is special for Stu. From the Dropkick Murphys, I had a hat.
Go run that up, Shane.
I'm sure you won't be able to understand any of the words.
Is this thing on?
Don't be an idiot. Did you have something you wanted to say? No. Oh. All right. Sorry, Kurt. I had to turn off the Dropkick Murphys. All right, balance bikes. I'm going to assume you're ready out there. Hacker and Powell. Oh. Somebody was way ready. And now he's stuck. All right, here we go in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a whole shot on the outside. Think that's Powell. No, Hacker. I don't know. Hacker, Powell, Hacker. You call him. And he stands up one more time. Main motor number 2 going to be Duncan Brown. Chopa in 3, 2, 1, go. Uh-oh. Well, it's like they started over. They all stopped on the same jump and then took off again. Yeah. By the by, racers, we're getting ready for main events. We could use you up in staging. It looks a little light up there. So, motos to staging. Sophie's out, so we're good. Uh-oh. 7-8 open. All right, Reeves on a pink pit bike. Let's see if he can make it happen. Reeves gets the whole shot. He's spinning the 16-inch tough wheel in the back. I know he's working a lot harder than he normally does, though. Full ride on the 2. That's going to be Hanson. Hanson, Abbott's McKay. Reeves, Hanson, Abbott's McKay. I could see Danger Deacon Reeves. He's running out of gas. Hanson's reeling him in. Well, that bike might even have a coaster brake. I don't know. Oh, Hanson to the line. Reeves. He was churning butter. All right, 8 wide in 11-12 open. Ashby with a nice hole shot. We have Ashby, Reeves, Helke, Honer, Beef in there. Oh, Beef takes Honer up into the turnbuckle. Double A still on the top side. Reeves, Helke, Honer now trying to get it back. McKay in there. Looks like Jones and Veronica McKay rounding that one out. Double A going to take the win out of main moto 4-5. And they're all sitting down. Uh-oh. Johnson steals it back from Honer at the line. Honer optimistically did the push the wheel forward, lean back thing. And Beef had a half a bike on him. Main Moto 6, Girls Cruiser. Somebody gave Natasha B a whole bunch of empty track, and she's making it work right now. She got Hurst trying to reel her in coming out of turn number 1. The Jaybird and Eddie on your 3 and your 4. Natasha B. Natasha B, Team Iowa rider out of Cedar Rapids. Oh, boy. Hurst trying to work her coming out of turn 3. Oh, Hurst has to let her go. Natasha B, Hurst, Jaybird, and the Bulldozer. 11-year-old cruiser class. Oh, loading them up. Beef Johnson trying to get some air back into his lungs. They're burning. Main Moto 7, going to be Cartwright, Cook, Bump, Scrowther, Johnson, McGee, and Vinny Meatballs. Oh. Gate goes down about 6 wide at the stripe. On the inside, though. Haas Cartwright had it for a minute. Scrowther took it away from him. Beef Johnson working the 3. Vinny Meatballs trying to work his way into the 4. Had somebody on his outside elbow. That is speed bump, I believe. Oh, no, that's the chef, Landon Cook. Cook, Vinny Meatballs, then speed bump and Lightning McGee. Scrowther, though, starting to check out of this one. He got by Cartwright and just kept going. He's going to take the win. Racing for 3 and 4 right now. Beef Johnson hanging on to the 3. Oh, man. Swan gets the jump on McMillan. Now McMillan looking for a way around. Swan knows his track quite well. McMillan trying to get in there. Swan slowing himself down. Shelton hanging on to the 3 spot, watching these guys play around in front of him. Swan going to take the win into main moto number 8. Main moto 9, O'Malley, Remley, Chopa, Kime. Cruiser class coming at you. Kime time on the top side. Going to be AA Ron Remley doing it for your mama in the 2. Liberty Ride, Metal Man, and Chopa rounding out in the 3 and the 4. Kime starting to check out of this one a little bit now. Remley on the big bike. Taking it in, then the 2 behind him, Metal Man and Chopa. Still on your 3 and your 4. Main moto number 10 coming at you, older cruiser class. Dennison Burke O'Brien. O'Brien coming out of Cedar Rapids, working on a perfect for the day in front of Dennison. Dennison got a long haul too, coming all the way from Ottumwa, Iowa. Burke from way over in Bettendorf. He had to leave early this morning. O'Brien, Dennison, Burke, just like that. Looks like O'Brien's got a handle on this one as he takes it in. Five and under novice. Frazier, Allen, Duncan, Brown, DeBreeze, Castle, and Smith. We got a late load, I believe, out of Tucker Smith. It's freezing them out. Gate goes down. Looks like the aforementioned Tucker Smith. Doing out of Hillsdale. This is the fastest sit-down racer I've ever seen. Oh, somebody turned right when he should have turned left. Hang on, we got a rider down in turn 1. He's looking around trying to figure out what just happened. Smith still on the 1. More paper plate action behind him. I see Maverick Brown in the 3. I keep missing that racer in the 2. I'm sorry, racer. That is Duncan. Duncan turned right and tried to go against the grain of that berm in turn 1, and that trick never works. Tucker Smith going to take that one in. Maverick Brown found the 2 spot while I was watching Duncan get back up. That is main moto 11, 5 and under novice class. 6 novice. Oakley Gates gets a good 1-pedal start. I think that's Gates, Stifle, and Powell out of main moto 12. BMX League ride of Oakley Gates on the 1. Oh, Stifle rolls the pedal but gets right back on the gas. And your 997, that's Maddox Powell out of Alpha. Hanging on to the 3 spot. Still going to be Gates on the 1. Heading in and out of turn number 3. I think he's got a handle on the one spot going down that last straightaway. Main Moto 13, 7-year-old novice class. Hits the first straight. Frazier out of the center. Out in front of Rock. Rock doing it out of my old hometown, Eldridge, Iowa. Please don't use my name in that town. It won't help you. Lydia Deskamp's hanging on to the 3. Peyton Frazier still on the 1.
Hey, league riders, do not leave. There's a good chance you'll need to be in the trophy line later on. So league riders, don't get in the car and leave. You've raced. Hang out. We'll be giving out the trophies later on.
Frazier going to take in the win, Main Moto 13. Main Moto 14, Goodman, Robbins, McGinnis, Cunningham, and Detmer. Osho with the hole shot. Oh, wow. He just got railed by McGinnis. Osho wondering what that streak of green and black was. It was the dark Carter McGinnis. McGinnis hanging on to the 1. Osho sitting in the 2 spot. Goodman, Robbins, and Detmer out there. Finishing that one out, that was Main Moto 14. Main Moto 15, Frazier, Garrett, Foster. Heading into turn number 1, looking over the inside shoulder. 354 ride, this Carson Frazier. Frazier's hanging on to the 1. Frazier, Garrett, and Foster making up Main Moto 15. Looks like that's how that one's going to go. That was 9-year-old novice class. Main Moto 16, 11 novice, Van Zuden, Zimmerman, McKay. Van Zuden on the top side of this one more time. Zimmerman and McKay slicing dicing for the 2 and the 3. It's like Veronica McKay moving into the 2 spot. Zimmerman trying to find a way around. Doesn't happen in the second turn. Wesley Van Zuden starting to check out of this one. Veronica McKay still hanging on to the 2. Zimmerman trying to find a way back in. Gets the line. Can't make it stick coming out of turn number 3. Now going to have to make a drag race out of it. Keep an eye on Zimmerman. Look at the smooth out of that kid. Making it happen down that last straightaway. Nice move out of Brindley Zimmerman. McGee looking for you up on the gate. I think that's Garrett on the 1 out in front of Journey. Going to be the Bulldozer on the 2, Brown. Knudsen rounding that one out. That was Main Moto 17. Main Moto 18. Gate goes down. Oh, PJ. Sitting down out of the gate. He had him hold the gate, and then he didn't pedal. PJ giving up the whole shot to, I think that's the 80. Nope, not the 78. That's Robbins. Robbins on the 1, then the 85 of Nemitz. PJ working at McKay, and then Ince. PJ might have let him go too far. He's trying to get the 2 spot back, but I think he gave up the 1 to Robbins. Robbins doing it out of Cedar Rapids. He's got about 1 straightaway left to hold off the local boy to take the win out of Main Moto 18. I think he's going to get it done. Wow, and PJ might give it back up to Nemitz. Nemitz working him hard to the line. Nope. Not calling it. Main Moto number 19, going to be 8-year-old intermediate. Heading down second straightaway, the 1 ride. That's the Outlaw Fisher Jones. Jones on the 1. Hacker. And Abbott's Team Iowa rider. Abbott's on the 3. Jones still on the 1. Gate 8, Sexton Ford ride. The Outlaw Fisher Jones doing it out of Davenport, Iowa, going to take the win. Main Moto 19. Main Moto 20, 11-year-old intermediates. Hurst with the hole shot. Hurst taking the one out of turn number 1, getting some heat out of the black fly ride right there. That's going to be the 101 ride. It's Cook, the chef, Landon Cook. Dr. Jones and Lightning McGee rounding that one out. Hurst leading the fellas into turn number 3. Hey, Stu. Nice hat. Is that the old one? You're not even going to wear the new one? I got to break it in, like drag it behind the car for a couple of days or something, yeah. Oh, man, they're bumping elbows coming out of turn number 1 while I'm goofing with Stu. Gear and Jones. Gear hanging on. Gear, I think, surprised Jones last time and took the 1 in round 2. Now Jones trying to take it over in the main moto. Gear got the inside line on him coming out of turn number 3. Oh, drag racing to the line. G-Force gets the jump on Gear coming out of that last turn. Looks like he's going to hang on to the 1 and going to be Peyton Gross on your 3. Main moto number 22. Older intermediates, going to be Bedford, O'Brien, and Gear. Tracy O'Brien on the 1, Team Iowa rider on the top side right now. Buff Bedford out there doing for Gate 8, Sexton Ford, and Gear out there doing it for Torker Racing. Hey, O'Brien take that in for the win. 14 Girls X, Whitmarsh, Johnson, Hanley. Hannah the Hurricane having some trouble. Round 2, she comes back to get the whole shot. In the main moto, Whitmarsh on the 1. Cora the Explorer hanging on to the 2 spot. And the Jaybird. Jaybird Green Tree Brewing Standard Bike Ride. Hanging on the 3 spot. Whitmarsh and Cora the Explorer on your 1 and your 2. 7X getting locked and loaded. Hanson, Reeves, Ike. Reeves on the inside. Ike hanging on to the 2. Hanson trying to find a way into the mix. Goes a little low in turn number 1. The low line is the slow line in turn number 1. Reeves hanging on to the 1 coming out of turn number 1. Power Effect Speed Co ride. Doing it out in front of the boss. Beckham Hanson doing it for the Sprocket Kings out of Appleton, Wisconsin, hanging on to their 3 spot. That's main moto 24. 7X is your class. Main moto number 25. Going to be the 9X. Kaczynski, Bump, Ash, Abbott's, and McKay. Oh, that's a mess of BMX. Looks like Abbott's on the top side of this one, doing it for Team Iowa. Speed Bump hanging on to the 2 spot. Coming out of turn number 1. Ash now working Bump for the 2 spot. Kaczynski out in the breeze out there in the 4. Ash now still trying to hang on and catch up to Speed Bump. Bump shutting the door on him a little bit heading into turn number 3. As Dawson Abbott's out of Marion, Iowa, doing it for Team Iowa. Hangs on to the 1, coming out. Here comes Bump working him now. Kaczynski now working on Ash. And they settle in like that. 11X, Cartwright, Jones, Reeves, Peterson, Scrowther. Parade of BMX coming out to turn number 1. Going to be Reeves, Fort Knox Reeves on the top side of this one. Cash Money, Broder Peterson on your 2 spot. Going to be Scrowther, Haas Cartwright, and Beef Johnson. Double A. Yeah, we got that on video. Double A just fell over like a rodeo clown in the gate. I don't know what happened. Okay, goes down. Double A's back up, and he's like, get you some of this, Swan. He pulled him down that first straight, and then Swan gave him a little elbow. And Swan takes the high line and then keeps shutting the door on Double A. Double A's got the speed. Swan is out in front. Helke hanging on to the 3 spot. Still going to be Swan, Double A, and Helke just like that. They settle in for your 1, 2, 3 ride. Looking for Braden Kime up on the hill. Your main event is coming up very shortly. Swan going to take it in. Double A and Helke on your 2 and your 3. 13X, Shelton Honer Shekels. Going to be Shelton on the 1. Honer trying to find a way around the Big Show. That is a wide way to go around. He doesn't make it happen out of 1. Shekels looks down. I don't know if he come unclipped. As there goes Honer. Big Show having to shut it down. A little technical difficulty. Yes, I believe he's come unclipped. As Shelton takes the 1, Honer gets around the Big Show. For the 2, main moto 29, going to be Goral, Hanley, McMillan, and Natasha B. Whole shot one more time to McMillan. McMillan hanging on to the 1 into turn number 1. Hanley looking for a way around him. McMillan hanging on. Hanley gives up winning the race and starts throwing style in the wind. Natasha B hanging on to the 3, and Goral on the 4. Goro with the big gnarly turn down for the photographer. That'll show up on a Facebook page near you. 17 over X. Schneider, Elder, Keim, Roberts, Bailey, Hansen. Roberts with a whole shot. Nice move. Roberts rails it around. 3 right in there on the 2 side. That's Bailey. Oh, we lost Schneider. Looks like Schneider's going to be okay. Keim in there on the 3. Elder. And there, we got Schneider back up. Good to see. A little dusty, a little worse for wear, but he'll be back around next race. That is main moto number 30. 2 more main events, and then we'll be drawing 50-50. Gate goes down on main moto 31. Maris trying to get up there into the mix, doing it out of gate 8. Coach Jill with a whole shot on the fellas. Metal Man settles into the 2 spot behind Coach Jill. Jill on the 1 still. Metal Man and Uncle Rico. Some Liberty BMX out front and 2 on this one. Uncle Rico doing it for gate 8, Sexton Ford. Looks like Coach Jill going to check out of this one. The Metal Man and Uncle Rico settling in for the 2 and the 3. That is main moto number 31. Main moto 32, last main event of the day. Doing a little bike swap over here for Schneider. I haven't seen him. Don't take off too quick, folks. Like I said a little bit ago, that 50-50 drawing. What did you say, over 600? Over 7. Holy cow. You know, every day when I roll in here, I like to come a little early. I like to ride the track a little bit before everybody gets here. I think to myself, I'm going to be quiet today. There's a lot of football. There's a lot of other things going on. It's really, you know, BMX is winding down, a little bit outside season. You know, everybody's thinking about the Grands coming up, you know. And then you people always surprise me, and I love you for it. $690. So we're $10 away from breaking 700.
Well, we've got a pair of red gloves that were turned in, and gray and black gloves.
We got red gloves and black gloves up here, and lucky for you guys, they don't fit me, so that's how I get my goggles. I don't know if you guys ever think that I have the same goggles as you that you lost, they might be yours. Just ask me. If you need them, I'll give them back to you. But sometimes I get here and don't have my goggles. I'm like, oh, I'll just borrow these. So anyhow, back to racing action. Going to be Schneider on the 1, Dennison Burke Culver rounding that one out. I don't know. Anybody seen James with the 50-50 bucket? All right, he's on his way up. We'll do that drawing here in just a second. Still going to be Captain Chaos, Dennison Burke, and Culver. And this is about to put the first race of the October series to bed. Get your 50-50 tickets out. Holy cow. Look at all the colors in there. At least I hope those are different colors. I hope it's not just me seeing that.
This time it's not.
Here we go.
All right. Paul's got his hand in the bucket. It's a purple ticket. You might be a loser already. I know I am.
I know Sarah is.
Well, since I know I didn't win, I'll read the number. That way no one can call shenanigans. 173. You're halfway there. 173 787. Purple ticket. No, it's purple. Jeff Swan trying to get me to draw another ticket already. Yeah, Jeff, my tickets are yellow too. But this ticket's purple, and it's 173787. Almost $700 before the split. James didn't win either. Everyone check your tickets. Honer? Or Helke, I mean? Helke, you got a bingo? Uh-oh. Hold your cards. Hold your cards. We're going to check this ticket. We may or may not have a bingo.
We're going to double check all the numbers because of Kurt.
Here's my ticket.
It's one of those. It's one of these. 787. I think it's that one. Hey, wait a minute. You wrote that with a pen.
No, I didn't. I swear.
Well, winning 50-50 going out to Helke. $345 to the winner. Thank you so much, folks, for playing 50-50. That keeps the brand new lights on, keeps the toilets flushing, keeps the hot dogs in the freezer. Keeps the power on so I can announce races and make a fool of myself. I thank you for that.